If you've supported families with infant sleep, you've probably heard something like this. They fall asleep in my arms just fine, but the moment I try to put them down, they wake up. It's a pattern that can leave even the most responsive, well-informed parents feeling confused, frustrated, and frankly touched out. So in this video, we're going beyond the oversimplified advice of just put them down drowsy but awake and unpacking what's really going on beneath this common challenge. We'll explore the neurobiology of separation, the role of co-regulation in sleep onset, how to gently tease apart what's behavioural, what's biological, and what might need further support. I'm Lindsay, co-founder of the Holistic Sleep Coaching Programme, where we've trained over 700 sleep coaches around the world to support families with evidence, empathy, and deep respect for attachment. And this topic, babies waking on transfer, is a classic one where biology and emotion collide. So let's break it down. Before we dive in, meet Jazz. Like many parents, Jazz felt overwhelmed in the early days, especially when her baby seemed unable to sleep unless she was right there. The advice she got didn't reflect her values or her reality. But after training with us, Jazz found a completely new way to approach sleep. Today, she supports families with complex sleep needs, many of whom feel stuck, confused, or burnt out. Her work is a reminder that the solution isn't always to fix the sleep. Sometimes it's about helping parents understand what their baby is really asking for and finding a path forward that works for them. Now let's talk about what's happening when a baby wakes immediately on being put down. Sleep isn't just about tiredness, it's about regulation. And most babies fall asleep in the arms of a parent because that physical closeness helps regulate their nervous system. When we hold a baby, their body synchronizes with ours. Temperature, heartbeat, breathing. That contact provides a powerful signal of safety. When that signal is suddenly removed, especially if it involves movement or a temperature shift, the nervous system detects the change, and for some babies, that's enough to prompt a full waking. This isn't a behavioural problem, it's biology doing its job. But not every baby who wakes on transfer is simply sensitive to separation. Sometimes this pattern is a red flag, not of sleep resistance, but of something else going on. Babies with feeding difficulties, including shallow latch, tongue tie or underfeeding, digestive discomfort such as reflux, allergy or trapped wind, or illness and infection. All of those little ones may struggle to settle or stay asleep without constant motion or contact because they're uncomfortable. Even babies who are generally content can become more unsettled during developmental windows. So part of our job as holistic practitioners is to ask, is this baby unsettled because of separation, or is something else contributing to their wakefulness? Now, it's worth remembering that families who raise this issue aren't necessarily looking to eliminate closeness. In fact, many have already leaned into contact naps or feeding to sleep out of necessity. But what they're often asking for, especially at night, is just a little bit more predictability. A way to transfer without waking, a hope that maybe their baby could stay asleep in the cot. And that's valid. The answer isn't to abandon responsiveness, it's to help parents understand what's possible within their child's current capacity and what might change as regulation, feeding, or comfort improves. If a family does want to transfer their baby after they fall asleep in arms, here are a few gentle strategies that can reduce startles and increase success. First, slide, don't drop. Instead of lowering straight down, slide the baby gently sideways onto the surface before easing away. This mimics the pressure and gradual shift of being held. Second, try lowering their butt and legs first. Lower the baby bottom down first, then ease down the torso and head. This helps reduce the startle reflex that can occur when the head is lowered first, which can feel like falling. Third, lie down next to them. If safe and appropriate, some parents may benefit from using a floor bed or temporarily bed sharing. This allows them to stay close while the baby transitions from contact to surface. Use hand-on contact. Keep one hand gently resting on the baby's chest, tummy or shoulder after the transfer to provide reassurance and a sense of continuity of pressure. And try warming the mattress slightly. If the baby is used to body warmth, a very lightly warmed sleep surface like with a heat pack removed before the baby is placed down, can reduce temperature contrast. Always ensure safety and avoid overheating with that one though. Now these aren't fixes, they're tools, and sometimes they help just enough to get through the most intense phases with less stress. If a family is hoping to shift towards more independent sleep over time, it's helpful to focus on sleep onset first. Help the baby learn to fall asleep with just touch or presence before removing proximity entirely. Use familiar sleep cues. Smell, sound, or light touch can become strong sleep associations that ease transitions. And protect sleep quality. Don't force independence during illness, teething, or high stress stages. This can backfire. Waking when put down isn't a sign that something's wrong per se. It's a sign that your baby is wired for connection and they've noticed the change. That's not something to fear. It's something to honour, work with, and gently adapt around. If this is the kind of sleep coach you'd like to be, one that feels comfortable supporting parents who prioritise responsiveness and don't want to compromise on connection, then that's exactly what we do at the Holistic Sleep Coaching Programme. Click the link below to book a free call with our team. And if you want to understand more about how we support families without falling back on mainstream sleep training, then make sure to watch our next video on the difference between the holistic approach and conventional sleep training. It'll give you even more clarity on how to help families thrive without compromising responsiveness. See you there.